What is going on, guys? Sam Ball here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm here with the birthday boy Charlie Johnson and of course James, as per usual. We'll be hitting a pull session, so we're going to take you through the whole session today, guys. So sit back, relax and enjoy this video. So guys, first proper exercise of the session is going to be a single arm chest supported row. So we're going on to prime extreme row. You can see James is on it behind me now. So any chest supported row you've got available to you in your gym is absolutely fine. And what we're going here is for a lat focused movement. So we're going to want to be driving our elbow to our hip, keeping our arm path nice and close to our body. If we don't want to be flaring those arms, because all that's going to do is tag in any upper back work. But we'll get started on that one now.
It's a really basic tip. Obviously we're training back today. Most people, like myself included, tend to death grip stuff too much. What you want to think about back training is not actually pulling with your hand, but generally trying to drive through your elbow. So like this on a row, instead of thinking about pulling here, you want to think about pulling from the elbow back rather than pulling from the hand back, and you should find that will help you with the contraction. The other reason we did the leg raises earlier is, again, this is going to help like our oblique slings and our ability to stabilize our core, because as we pull, if we can't brace here, as you pull, what happens is you fold in and then you actually lose tension through your lats. So you want to keep everything really braced through the whole of your midsection as you drive back.
Exercise number 2, we're going to go onto a pull down variation. So again, this is a lat focused movement, so we're going to want a neutral or a supinated grip, just because if we go for that pronated grip, then what's going to happen is we're going to flare our elbows in that shortened position and our upper back's going to tag in. So anywhere between the neutral and the supinated, drive the elbows down to the hip, and you're going to want your arm path to finish around there. We don't want to be directly above our head, because that's going to take the tension off our lats. So what we're going to want to do is lean back around 15 to 20 degrees, because especially on this machine where the hand of the right above us, we're going to lean right back around 15 to 20 degrees and then hold that kind of angle through the whole movement. No swinging with the body, and just drive with the elbows to the hips. Exercise number 3, we're going to go onto a chest supported upper back row. So the difference between this and the lat row is going to be our elbow pass, or our arm path on our hand position. So now we're going to go for more of that overhand, that pronated grip, anywhere between that pronated grip and a neutral grip now, just because if we go for more that supinated grip, then it's harder to flare our elbows out, so harder to engage the upper back. So the arm path we're going to be looking for, we're going to want our elbows anywhere between that kind of 90-degree range to your body, just to about tucked in there. We don't want to be driving close to our body, because that's going to tag in our lats a lot. So we're going to want anywhere in that range there. We're going to have our chest supported on the pad to take away any momentum. Back work for the day, guys. Now we're going to go on to some rear delts and some biceps. So for rear delts, we're going to do the seated rope face pull. So I like being on the seat here, just so I can keep my feet in the pad, keep as little momentum in the movement as possible, rather than kind of standing up with a cable where people tend to use their body to swing and get it back quite a bit, especially when the load gets a bit heavier. We're strapping into this as well, just because we've got some little injuries in our bicep tendons, but it's not absolutely necessary. Just hold onto the rope, drive back into that crucifix position, and make sure you're targeting your rear delts. Then going to finish that and then jump into 2 bicep exercises. So pick 2 bicep exercises of your choice that you get on well with, and just stick with them. And then we'll probably throw some intensifiers on the end of those bicep exercises as well.
So face pull is really common mistake most people do, is they'll try to hold the rope that way around. Realistically, what you actually want to do is the other way, so you want your knuckles to face inwards. So you see, like, as soon as I do that, that's where most people start. As soon as I come out here, my elbows really wanting to go out. As soon as I come out, my rear delts are going to want to engage. So a really simple cue to think about with this movement is think about driving your elbows out. Is if you're trying to scrape your elbows against the wall, like that wide, to then really pull through your rear delts. As I'm coming out, think about driving out through my elbows rather than pulling back, and that'll put all the tension through my rear delts. I probably normally do this standing, but you can do it like this. And you just want to try and really focus on just literally all the movement is just elbows coming out. And it's all rear delt, but no biceps. Really control tempo. First exercise we're going to do is technically for abs. So the reason we're doing this is actually to warm up our shoulders in terms of the overhead position, which we're going to train obviously through pull downs, and then also to get our core activated so we can stabilize between our rib cage and our pelvis to be able to control that spinal flexion, which is really going to be the key in terms of back training, because a lot of people end up folding like a Coke can when they try and train back, which is why they can never get muscles like their lats short, because you have to think that your lats insert up into obviously your rib cage and into your hips. So that's why it's so important to stabilize this area. So what we're going to start with is hanging leg raise, and we're going to do a neutral grip, so hands together. And what I want you to think about is at the bottom of every rep is like a scared dog. You want to tuck your hips forwards into that position, and before you come up you want to do like a vacuum, start to pull your belly button towards your spine as you bring your legs up.